All right. Hey, everyone. Hold their shoulders up, back and down. We're gonna step touch. Swing those arms. Give me a little bicep curl. In a moment, we'll go 2 steps to the right. In 4, 3, here you go. Listen up. You're going to stay here. And you're going to tap and tap. So you have a front foot and a back foot now. We're going to start to pump those arms like running arms and add a knee lift. We're going to change that into a hamstring curl and squeeze our elbows back. Front leg bends a little. And then we're going to change that into extension, straight leg, and big arms. Beautiful. We're going to bring that down to that tap again. We're going to turn that into running, knee. One more, and then we go hamstring and squeeze. And now we go extension, arms and legs. Back to your step touch. 4. Running. 4. And hamstring curl with squeeze. And now we go extension for 4. Hands on your hip, just 2 taps. 2 knees. 2 hamstrings. And 2 extensions. We're going to do that again. 2 taps. 2 knees. 2 squeezes, hamstrings, and 2 extensions. 1 of everything. 1 tap, 1 knee, 1 hamstring, 1 extension. You guys are cracking me up. Okay. All right. From there, we're going to take away the tap and we're going to speed everything up. It's going to look like this. Knee, curl, extend. Again, knee. Join me when you're ready. Curl, extend. Run, squeeze, extend, run, squeeze, extend. 2 more, run. Last one, run, squeeze, extend. Woo! Bicep curl with that tap. 2 steps left in 4, 3, 2 steps left. Stay here, step touch. Tapping. Hands on your hips for now. Let's add that knee lift and running arms. Let's turn that into a hamstring curl and a squeeze. Let's transition into extension. Back to your tap. Back to your knees for 4. Hamstring curl with a squeeze for 4. Extend for 4. Tap for 2. Knee for 2. You guys look great. Hamstring 2. 2 extensions. We're going to do that one more time. 2 of everything. 2 taps. 2 knees. 2 hamstring curls, 2 extensions. 1 of everything, tap, knee, curl, extend. Good, tap only. Here's where we double time, we take the tap away, right? I can't seem to get it. Here we go, knee, curl, extend, knee, curl, extend, join me, knee, curl, extend, 2 more, knee, curl, extend, last time, knee, curl, extend. Woo, step touch only. Roll those shoulders, bring those feet a little closer. Stand up nice and tall. We're gonna extend open, and then we're gonna step out. As we exhale, we come down with bent knees. We're gonna round and extend, moving through that spine. And we're gonna drop our left shoulder in and look over our right. Maybe you have a cat there to peek at. We're gonna go the other way. And then let's just take that side to side. And keep that going for me, please. Last 2, last one, center it up. Wide, wide stance, hands down, booty up. Bring your hands wide and your feet are wide. And you're gonna do a set of big push-ups, like Spider-Man push-ups. Three more. And then walk it back, tip it back, hang out for a moment, head nods yes. Walk your feet in, bend your knees, hands on those inner thighs, shoulders out of your ears, right elbow in, look over your left. Left elbow in, look over your right. Shoulder, sorry. Big deep breath in. Beautiful, bring that up. All right, now we'll grab our bands. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Have your chair handy also, please. All right. We're going to take that band and we're going to step into it with our left foot. And we're going to bring it into our right hand. We're going to turn that palm to face the front. Right? So leave that arm where it is, but nice and straight. Bend your left right knee just a little bit. Left toes turn in. And give me a little lift here. Little outer hip work here. 2 more. Good. Put the foot down. Bring your right arm up as far as it will go. Now I have a really short band, so you might be able to go all the way up here. 4, 3, 2. We put those things together. Both lift at the same time. Right knee stays bent. Heel raises. Arm lifts. Last 2, last one, hold it up, bring your left arm up and over. So now you have your left arm and your left leg, and we're gonna lunge deeper into that right leg. We're gonna lift both up. This is where you might wanna grab your chair. Arm and leg go in opposite directions. Thumb is forward, so we're working that shoulder still. And bring that up. And shake that out. Let's do the other side. So keep that band in your left hand. Let's switch it to your right foot, please. And we'll start with that right toe turned in, left arm palm facing me, and bend into that left knee. Lift that heel. Good. Put the toe down, lift the front arm, and put those together. Keep a little bend in that left knee, so you're still working that leg too. Two more. Beautiful. Switch hands. This is where you might want to grab for balance. Hand, thumb pointing forward, left knee bends even deeper, right leg and right arm reach in opposite directions. Almost there. Whew, and bring that down. Shake all that out. We're going to try and do this with the band doubled up. Bring it behind you and under your armpits. Now again, I have a really short band, so my range of motion is either going to be really small or I'm going to have to undo my band. And we're just going to worry about the upper body first. So it's a press forward, right? Chest press, elbows high press. If you want a little more love, you go up so you also get your shoulders. When you're ready, we're going to step out in our plie. We're going to sit down in our plie. And we're going to try and lift our heels and do this on a balance and just an isometric contraction in your lower body. If that's too much, heels down. And you can play with heels up as your arms come up. You should be feeling this in your shoulders as well as your chest. More in your chest if you're in front, more in your shoulders if you're up. Couple more here, please. And we'll relax. Just drop your band or release your band for a second. Hands to your heart, sit in that plie. We're just going up and down, flat feet for now. Nice wide stance. Now I want you to lift your heels and then come up. Heels down, lift them and come up. If you don't like that add-on, if that bothers your knees, then keep your heels down. We're going to add on one more time. We're going to come down at the bottom. We're going to hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then we come up. Down, hold, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift and up. And again, it's up to you whether you lift those heels or not. Just make sure you get that pause at the bottom. Good. We have 4 more like this. Last 2. On this last one, sit down, hold it, lift the heels up, 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 up. 4, 3, 2, all the way up. Grab your chair for a little bit of balance. Feet are together. Simple heel raise. Good. Adding arms if you want. Or you can see if you can leave them up. Last 2 like this. Last one, see if you can hold it up. Again, here if you need some balance. Otherwise, from there, you lift a little higher and lift, lift. Tiny pulse at the top of your range of motion. Beautiful. Come down, stand on your left leg, point your right toes, and we're doing a single leg heel raise. No weight on this leg. You can keep it suspended. You can tap it down. Just make sure if you choose to tap it down, you keep your weight here. And by the way, not on your hand, right? Grow tall. Last 2. Last one, stay up. From there, a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. And relax. We'll stretch that calf out in just a minute. We're going to do the other side. So weight on your right leg, left toes point. We come up nice and tall, lift and lower. Good. 2 more. And this time we're going to stay up and we pulse, reaching to the top, top, top. Not too much weight over there, and bring it down. All right, let's stretch those calves out. So drive your right leg back and your left knee bends. Nice long straight line from your ankle to the top of your head, and keep pressing that right heel down. Then you're going to bend the knee to take that stretch a little deeper. We're going to roll up on the toes and turn the right toes out. If the hip goes with it, press that hip forward. And then lunge deeply into that stretch. You might be able to go a little farther this time. And then bend that knee. Roll up on the toes. Toes turn in, heel rolls out. And again, we lunge it forward. Pressing that heel down. And we bend that knee. Roll that up. Shake it out. Left leg back. Press that heel down as you lunge forward, please. And we'll bend that knee a little bit. Roll up on the toes, turn the toe out and the heel in. Drive that left hip forward. Lunge, please. And bend. And roll it up. Toe in, heel out. Lunge. And bend that knee. Beautiful. All right. Let's get a little bit of upper back work, and we're going to still kind of get some going on in our legs. So you're going to step into your band and just be as even as you can. You're going to bend your knees and come down so you're kind of in a little squatty position. Palms are facing the back, knuckles towards the front. You're just going to start a little rowing motion, but we're sitting in to these legs, and I want you to push your weight backwards. My toes are lifting, but I'm keeping the band under the arches, right? If you don't feel this, go lower on your band. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. By the way, I want you to be really careful that you're not doing this, right? And we're just working those muscles in the way we don't want them. So make sure your shoulder blades are squeezed together. You can have as wide a stance as you would like. Maybe that would be more helpful for you, right? Squeezing, 3, 2, leave those up, turn your palms to face the ceiling, bend your elbows here, press straight up and out, up and out. So it's a little bit of a tricep with rotation. Notice if your shoulders rolled forward, do your best. And again, weight is in your booty. I'm feeling this in my booty and hamstrings. And now triceps. Few more here. Good. Straight arm. Palm to the sky. Lift, lift, lift. A little bit of tricep, a little bit of rear deltoid. 3, 2, 1. Off. Shake that out. Left arm down. Left side. Pull it back. And then center it to your back. And then bring it to your right. And then right arm down to your right shoulder. Center it. And over to your left. Shake that out, roll it on out. All right, we're going to do our curtsy, and we're going to have the bands handy, but we'll see if we're going to add them a little bit later. You won't need your chair. Point your left toes, bend into your right leg, lift that back leg, stretch it as far as you can to the opposite side as you sit as deeply as possible here. Come up, see if you can do it with no weight on this leg. So we curtsy, sit into it, and come up. If you need to tap it down to kind of restart yourself before the next one, that's fine. Sit into it, keep your chest lifted. Nice. Whatever you want with your arms. And again, if you just keep that weight on your right leg without any on your left, you should really be feeling this in your right quad and right glute. I hope you're feeling these because we're almost done. All right, on this last one, step back, sit into it. Go maybe a little deeper we're just gonna work that balance. So hands maybe to heart. And then as you're ready, shift the weight completely onto that front leg. Left leg stays in the air. And we bend 1 inch and lift 1 inch with slow control. So no bouncing, just lifting and lowering. Again, should be topping off this quad and glute. Yes, thank you. 3, 2, and 1. Ouch. Let's give that right leg some love. So step forward with your left and back with your right. Tuck your hips underneath you and bend into it so that right knee ends up right underneath your right hip. Both arms come up by your ears, maybe lift a little farther back and then sway over to your left and over to your right. And we get to come up and work the other side. So weight on your left leg, right toes point. We bend that left knee as we lift the right toes, hover them in space, bring them behind you, sit into your curtsy without that back leg coming down. If possible, come up. And again, if you need to, give it a little tap, right? So we curtsy. Your choice, whether that leg stays lifted, that back leg stays lifted the whole time, for that extra challenge to both your balance and your quads and glutes. Last 2. Last 1. Sit down, back foot goes down. We're going to shift that weight all the way onto that front leg, and we're going to sit down and up just 1 inch at a time. Teeny tiny movement, a lot of balance. And bring that up. Woo! Step forward with the right leg. Left leg tucks under or steps back, tuck it under, bend that knee, bring it underneath your hip. Both arms come up, lift to the back, and then over to your right, and over to your left. And bring that up, shake that out just a little bit. Okay, yeah. Let's bring our bands with us. We're gonna come down. You're gonna bring your chair with you also, please. So we're gonna start lying down with our heels up in the front of the chair so that our knees and our hips are at 90-degree angles. Then you're gonna fold your band in half. You're gonna slip one hand through that fold, right? And then the other hand, try not to grip with too much of a fist because you're gonna wanna have your fingers on the ground as much as possible. So put that band across your hips, and then the first thing you're gonna do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fingertips on the ground. Is your wrist lifted and piked up? Bring it down. Forearm down, triceps down, shoulders down, chin nods, yes. We're gonna keep our hands on the ground, but lift our hips up against the band and lower all the way down, right? We'll start full range all the way up, all the way down. When I say all the way up, it's as far as you can go. Now, if you have a short band like mine, you might even grab hold of the bottom of the mat to help secure you a little bit. And then you will curl your fingers. Last time like that, and then lift the hips and let the hands come up. Keep your arms long, shoulders out of your ears, lift your hips as high as possible, press down with the arms all the way up, all the way down, all the way up and all the way down. And again, now I'm trying to stretch those fingers long. And again, some tricep work here. All right, we're going to take a little break. We're going to put those two lovely things together. So check your angles. My feet slipped away. I think that there, maybe that's better. All right, band across your hips, arms long, lift up, even higher, and then press your arms down at the same time, press the hips up. Arms down, hips up. Press and press, press and press, press and press. Keep going. And take a break. Oh, my hamstrings are ignited. Hopefully yours are too. So we'll give them a moment of love. Bring that band behind your hamstring, hug it in, curl it in, move it to the side, and then bring that band to the arch and flex the heel and then straighten it. And because you have the band, you should be able to get that leg straight at some point. We'll do a deeper stretch, obviously, at the end of class. Right leg back up in the chair, band behind your left hamstring, hug it in nice and close, let it rock to the left, and then put that against the arch, press the heel to the sky, and then lengthen and straighten, and again, just let the band do the work for you to stretch that leg. You could pull it in and out. All right, beautiful. Okay, from there, you can go ahead and scoot that chair away. We're going to do a very lazy quad version. So therefore we have to do it really well. Hands out of your way, off to the side. Bend your left knee for me. Flex through your right heel and lift that right leg until it's right next to your left knee. Hold it there. Flex this muscle, your quad, or the muscle group, the whole quad group. Rotate the leg open to feel the VMO even more. Bring it down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift, rotate open, straighten it as you come down. Lift, hold, rotate open, tighten, bring it down. Lift it up, flex it open, and down. Lift it up, flex it open, and down. Lift, rotate open, and down. 4 more. Last 2. I might have counted incorrectly. Leave it open. From there, lift 1 inch, lift 1 inch, lift 1 inch, lift 1 inch. Bring both legs wider than your mat. Let the right leg drop in and the left leg drop open, and that should stretch out the front of that right leg that you just worked. And we'll just hold this for a few seconds till that leg can really drop in and relax. And then nice and easy, come back up through center, put your feet back where they were, straighten your left leg out on the ground, flex through that left heel, pull your abs in, lift that leg up, tighten your quads, rotate open, and as you come down, back to parallel. Lift up, hold for a moment, rotate open, and bring it down. Lift, hold, rotate, and down. Lift, hold, rotate, down, and keep that going for me, please. Almost there. So this is basically you doing the work here, right? Hopefully you feel that. Last 2. And last 1, rotate open, squeeze, squeeze, and bring it down. Both legs super wide. Drop the left knee in, let the right leg drop open. Feel that beautiful stretch all along the front of that left thigh. You can even use your hands on the inside of the right leg and the outside of the left thigh, not pushing down, just merely having that weight there actually encourages that stretch even more. And then we'll come back through center. We're gonna hug those knees in for just a moment. All right, and then we're going to once again make sure we have our band folded in half. We're gonna bring it behind our hamstrings. We're gonna roll over to face the camera. And what I'm gonna do is put my hopefully have the fold on top so that then I can reach down and grab the ends of the band. And we're gonna knuckle down. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my hands on the ground. My upper body isn't folded forward, it's open. So from my hips to my head is a straight line, and then I have 90-degree angles at the hips and the knees. And we're gonna press open against that band, and once you have tension on the band, push another inch, push another inch, push open and open. So we're opening but not really closing. Keep pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing, and 2 and 1, both legs down, lift your heel up, lift your leg up, pull your belly button, or excuse me, your waistline off the ground, and now with even tension, we lift and lift, and again, we're keeping it nice and high, we're not closing, we're just lifting up against it. Good, and we bring it down. This time we're gonna lift our heels up. You could go into a Pilates V if you want, put pressure on the band, and then again, press open and open. Two more. Oh, relax. Ouch. Hopefully that was an ouch. All right. Keep your hand on the hip you just worked. Come up, opposite leg is bent. Take that leg that you just worked and bring it across. And notice if you tipped off that hip, I want you to put the hip back down, right? So I'm not rolled over this way. Push that hip down and then bring that leg across. Then you're going to straighten out the bottom leg, the leg that was on the bottom, and let this top leg come across. Way up if you had capris where you're wearing those, and then grab your ankle, lift it up, and then press that leg open. If you tip this way, put your weight back square on both hips. Nice. All right, let's do some love to the other side, please. So again, bands are folded in half. We come through that fold. We bring that fold on the top leg as you switch sides so that we can reach down and grab the tails. And then once again, your spine is long, hips and knees and heels are stacked, waistline is off the ground, knuckle down. We start with that clam, so we pivot open, and then from there we open more and press open and open. Good. Stack the knees, stack the hips, everything even, and we press open and open. So my shin is parallel to the ground. I'm not leading with the knee or the heel. Good. Everything down, feet up in the air. Pilates V if you want. Press open against the band and press more. Open farther and farther. And relax. Ouch. Give that hip some love. Keep your hand on that hip as you come up. Keep your bottom knee bent. Cross this leg over if it'll go, but if you find yourself tipped, then square your hips and drop this hip, and you can maybe not take that foot as far across. Then straighten that bottom leg, the leg that was on the bottom. Opposite leg is all the way across, so that when you pivot open, it's kind of mid-shin. Use your hand to lift the ankle and then press press on the inner thigh to press the outer hip open. All right, and okay, let's do some ab work. Yippee! Hi, you're excited about that, aren't you? Nutmeg says, come on people, we're gonna do some abs. All right, so band is between your hands and about shoulder width apart. And I want you to press out towards your pinky fingers. It's right above your shoulders. Deep breath in, exhale, lift up with that band, and then bring it over your head and stretch it apart even more. Exhale, come down. Inhale, prepare, band right above you. Exhale, lift that band. Inhale, arms overhead, stretch it out. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, arms above you. Exhale to lift. Inhale to reach. Exhale and down. Inhale, prepare. Fingers reach. Lift it up on the exhale. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale down. Just one more like that. Lift it up on the exhale. Bring it overhead on the inhale. Stay there. Lift your legs. Tabletop position. Knees over hips. Extend those legs long. On the exhale, tap the band to the knees and reach and tap and reach and tap. Keep going, reach and tap. We're gonna do about 10,000 of these quick little double leg stretches. Last two. See, not 10,000, and last one. Feet down on the ground. Take that band across the front of your right thigh. Stretch your hands so you're pushing towards your ankles, and then lift that right leg tabletop position. You should be pressing your fingers long towards your ankles, and the thigh is pushing against the band, right? Left leg comes up. We reach through those left toes, and we're gonna make this a little pulsing motion. So I'm going to press up as I push in, press up and push in, press up and push in. So the band is pushing against the thigh, the hands are pushing against the band, and the left leg is extending and extending and extending as we do this little pulsing motion. And we press and 4 and 2 and 1. Woo! That one's a hot one. All right. Band against your left thigh, lift it into tabletop, lift up, press your hands towards the opposite direction, bring your thigh towards you. When you're ready, you're gonna extend that right leg up, reach through those right toes, and we push, and we push, and we press, and we press. Keep going, pressing and pressing. Keep pushing. 3, 7, 29, and relax. Band across your shins. Grab those ankles with the band, take a little rock side to side, and then you're going to start exhaling to roll like a ball and come to the top. Once you come to the top, take that band, and we're going to bring the band across the tops of your feet, and then slide it around behind the feet so it comes through the arches. I know most of you have done that with me before, so hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to lift my feet up so you can kind of see. I went across the tops of the feet, and then I came around behind. Okay, all right. Then grab the ends of your band, and you're going to find a balanced position on your tailbone. When you're ready, you're going to lift your legs tabletop, and then when you're ready, you're going to extend up in the end of our teaser position, right? Now, I'm going to be nice to start with, just so you know the difference between the two. We're going to do a rocking motion by pulling our belly button in and inhaling, pausing at the top, stick that balance. So you exhale to roll, and you inhale to stick that balance. Exhaling to roll, inhaling to stick that balance. So a few more like that. And last time, stick that balance, bend the knees, put your feet down, and just give yourself a forward fold. Okay, so you know, now we're going to do the opposite of that. Instead of rocking, we're not going to let the body do that, right? So we're going to find that balance again. This time, you're going to try to lower the upper body and then bring it back up without kicking your legs away. Right? So you may have to choke up on your band. It'll make it easier. The closer your hands are to your legs, the more you can use your biceps to lift yourself up. So upper body moving only, hopefully. Next time you come up, let's try just moving the lower body. Legs go up and down. Doesn't matter. They don't have to go very far down. Oops. And then let's take a break before we do the big one. The big one is the teaser, right? So instead of rocking, as we did a minute ago, rock, we go from corpse, dead straight, up into that V. Woo! Right? We hold at the top. We come down. Inhale, prepare. If you want to do this, or you can do one of the previous iterations. Exhale, and then inhale at the tippy top. So you're going to exhale to come down, inhale to prepare. You're going to exhale, fold in half, inhale, lift at the top, and exhale down. Deep breath in, exhale to lift, inhale, hold at the top, exhale down, and then I want to see you do one more, and we're all going to meet up here, just the balance position, holding 4, 3, 2, and 1. Untangle your feet, please. Fold that band back in half. Slide down on your spine and bring that band behind your right hamstring again, just as we did towards the beginning of class. We're going to straighten out that left leg right now, flex through the heel. And then move that right leg over towards the right shoulder a little bit. And then back through center. And then away from you, let the tailbone roll down as you do that. Now keep your tailbone long, but bring that knee back in. And then this is where we flip that band so it comes across the arch. Hopefully that feels safe to you. Keep your tailbone long, but your knee pulled in, and then lift the heel towards the sky. Knee as close to your chest as possible. Flex through that heel for a deep hamstring stretch. Left foot is flexed also. And then see if you can straighten that right leg out. And then you could slide your hands on that band to make this easier for you. So that should be a beautiful hamstring stretch. Bring your right elbow over to the right. Maybe it can lie down, maybe not. And then that leg is just suspended in space for a minute. Then grab both bands with your left hand. Keep that right leg straight, but turn the toe in and begin to bring that across. And now you'll get that IT band stretch. And again, depending on the length of your band, you might be able to put your left elbow on the ground and let the leg hover in space for that deeper stretch. But then while you're over there, bend the knee and turn it into a twist. So a little bit nicer on your back. As you come back through center, slide that off of your foot, cross your right foot on the ground and cross the ankle over your left thigh, bend your left knee. And we're going to take that folded band, we're going to bring it behind the left hamstring. We're going to bring everything in for a thread the needle stretch and point and flex through the left and maybe give some rotations through that left ankle. Go back to your point and flex, maybe windshield wiper, and then big circles and reverse. And then finally, you can leave the band where it is, close the gap completely, and then bring both knees over to your left, stacked up. And again, it should be a nice twist on that back. As you come back through center, put the right foot on the ground, slide it out, and bring that left knee in. So we're going to bring it in and over to the left, flexing through that right heel. We're going to bring it back through center. Then we're going to let that tailbone roll down, but we're going to bring the knee in nice and close. And then when you're ready, flip that band onto the arch, flex through the heel, press the heel to the sky, even up your foot if it's sickled one way or the other. Pull the knee closer to your chest, but keep the tailbone down. And then finally, straighten out that leg for a beautiful hamstring stretch. And maybe you can put the bands in your left hand and let the leg move to the left and hang out in space. Reach over with your right hand, bring it back through center, turn your toes in, begin to get that IT band stretch. And then again, you could let the elbow rest and let the leg hang in space, or you can simply bend that knee and get a nice twist. And then while your leg comes back through center, untangle, put the left foot on the ground and then open it up. And then that band comes behind the right hamstring. So we use our arm strength to bring that leg in. And once again, we'll give ourselves some ankle rotations, some pointing and flexing, windshield wipering, back to your point flex. And then finally, no band at all, crisscross all the way over, give it a hug, arms drop, or excuse me, legs drop to the right, arms open. And then however you want to, you're gonna meet me on all fours. And we'll do our little undulating cat-cow. So you're gonna inhale forward in your cow and back in your cat. So just move through that for me, please. Cow and cat, cat and cow. Talking about you, girlfriend. All right, and then when you're ready, stack everything up, lift the knees, and then press up, down dog. You can walk your feet towards your hands or your hands towards your feet. Maybe pedal those ankles a few times. And then wide stance, slide back, bend your knees a lot, hands on your thighs, exhale cat, inhale cow, bring it on up. We have curtsies, and curtsies, and gratitude, thank you. We have trivia.